Hey, for any momager and dadager out there, I'm a momager, so I'm gonna do a momager drop, but it applies to both. Look, a lot of the times when you're in business, everyone's like, where do you see yourself in 5 years and 10 years? And I actually listen to people in media ask my son that, and I'm like, you wanna know where he's gonna be in 10 years from now? He's 20. So it's like someone asking you, hey, in half the amount of time that you've been on the planet, like, where do you see yourself? By nature, our young entrepreneurs may not know like what it's like to be on the planet another 10 years, another 5 years, another 8 years, but it's just such a common question that I would ask I would prepare your person for that. Because if you're going to be on podcasts, or you're going to be doing radio, or you're going to be doing TV, or you're going to be doing stage, or whatever it's just one of those questions that adults like to ask kids, right? It's like, so where do you see yourself in 5 years? And they're like, I don't know. My world's, going so fast in 5 months, in 6 months, and they don't necessarily talk in reasonable times. So, I want to have a line of retail stores in 8 months. And someone will be like, well, that's kind of unreasonable, but it's not unreasonable because that's the thought process that they have. So I would just say it's one of those questions that if you're going to be going into media, particularly when an adult's asking because they've been around on the planet, maybe even double the time that your child has been on the planet, and they think in those terms, it's just a question that you want to probably run through so that they have an answer, because it seems to get asked a lot. I think it's an interview question that just never went away. It was on that application when you applied for, your first job. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, right? So other than the bank really needing to know that, I think it's a better question. Someone's being interviewed. It's like, so what do you see for yourself in the near future? Like, what's your next step? What is it that you're going to for someone who's a young entrepreneur? It's like, so what is your next step? What do you see, what's your next right step? Where do you want to go right after this? Those are better questions, but inevitably you're going to get asked the other one. So you might as well practice and prepare now. Okay, if you need me, you know where I am.